Okay. Hi, Scorpio. Hello. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, Scorpio, um, welcome to Deploy Underground Tarot. I'm T, for those of you who are new to this channel. And for the Deploy heads, thank you for liking and subscribing to the channel. So before we get into it, guys, I really want to let you know that I have decided, to return back to the basics, to return back to long form readings, okay? I think it's important that, especially for you, Scorpio, with everything that is shifting in your life, it almost feels like, one, you have a vacation, and then two, you have nothing but an abundance of, I'm hearing, information to siphon through. And you're not necessarily the one who's really interested in siphoning through all this information, right? And it's not an emotional thing. So I wanted to bring us deeper into the history of tarot, why tarot exists, and this pushed me through to reading more about tarot. So right now, I'm reading this book, How to Foretell Your Future in the Cards, okay? And it's by Kathleen McCormick. And it was written in 1973. This book was actually gifted to me, so it's very cool when you get like older versions of tarot books. And it was actually gifted to me, and I fell on the part where there's a Bohemian method. So I've already done this for 2 signs, and it's your turn. So what I need to do first is lower this camera so you guys can get your cards, see your cards. There we go. So we're going to do the Bohemian method for you. I've gotten some really meaty, juicy stuff out of it from the past 2 signs. I think I've done Sagittarius and I did Capricorn. And basically what this Bohemian method will take me through is kind of your home influences. It often ends up being around some kind of relationship. And then it brings me all the way through your ultimate desires to what luck is coming in. I'm really happy that this came in because I was thinking, well, what do? Do I do a Celtic cross for them this month? Or do I do a short form, a long form? And actually, no. We are going to stick with the long form for a bit. And I'm so excited to do this Bohemian method tarot spread for you. Now, I do want to warn you. My window's open here. You're going to hear lots of birds. They're all nesting in the hedges outside of my house. And they're waiting for me to dig up the garden again so they can get all the nice little munchy things in the back. So if you hear them singing or even flying in the house occasionally, let's just take it as a good omen. All right, so thank you guys. Welcome all the newbies to the channel, and I will cleanse the cards for you, okay? Here we go. Forgot to mention, we're going to use the Light Seers Tarot deck for 1 clarity card or 2. And we'll use the Rider-Waite Tarot, as always, as the meat and the body of this reading. So let me cleanse the cards for you. It's always a shift, It's always a shift to move into a new chapter of your life. It is. I don't know why I'm saying that, but that is what is coming through, okay? Let me take a drink of water. And we'll get started here. Okay, Yaya. So, here we go. Yaya, please provide a Celtic, it's not Celtic cross, sorry, Bohemian method reading for Scorpio. Yeah, there's one. Yeah. You will overcome it all. You'll overcome it. If you came here to hear that, that is where it's starting. You will overcome this, okay? You will. You will. Come on, give me more, because you're... There we go. There we go. I'll take both of these, actually. What's your ultimate desire? Okay. Well, that threw you off. You know, it's not easy being in a third-party situation. It's not easy. But there's something that comes out once this is exposed. Wow. Once it's exposed, it's not easily taken, but it does lead you into a new space in which you work away your anxieties and pains. It looks like one of those situations where the ultimate lesson is to let go. Man. The ultimate lesson is to let go, okay? At the bottom of the deck, you got that 8 of Swords. It is actually moving you into a new space of work, okay? Some of you guys are working your way through this situation. I'm not sure if it was you who did the third-party situation, or if it was someone else, or if it was an attack on yourself. Scorpio. If you know what I'm saying here, I'm not sure if it was the difficulty in making that choice between two people, difficulty in making that choice between two options, two jobs. There was a decision that had to be made, and that really pushed you into a place in which, you know, 8 of Swords energy, you know, self-imposed restrictions, okay, isolation. There was a form of imprisonment here. Like you, boof. You know how you Scorpios get when you have to just recognize that things are changing in yourself, and you guys sometimes just have to go in to evaluate. A lot of people don't understand that about Scorpios. I've dated quite a few Scorpios. I love Scorpios. They're actually, once you know them, you feel they're probably the most secure relationship you'll have. As long as you know them and respect them and tell them what you need in the relationship, they'll give it to you. They don't get the true recognition that you guys deserve. You know, a lot of the Zodiac want to beat up on you. You do this, you do that, you cheat, you lie, and it's not true. Most of the Scorpios I know are very, very real people until you mess with them. You mess with them and then that stinger comes out. But you don't mess with them, you stay honest, even if you are wrong sometimes, and you still stay honest and say that I'm wrong. And is that what's happening here? Scorpio, can I be honest with you here? Let's get into this. Let's get into this. Can you give me a few cards? Because Scorpio's going to need a few cards on this one. Definitely. Come on, Yaya. Give me... Thank you. Yeah, there was a message that came in. There was a message that came in. And you know exactly where this message came in from the past. Or a message that you delivered that you've been holding on to. Right, Scorpio? I can be real with you. Another thing I love about Scorpios, you can be very real with them. Because they already know. Oh. Wow. 4 of Cups. Yeah, it came out of nowhere. But here, it's edging you to learn how to communicate. Scorpio, is this about... You know how Scorpios, everyone does, they do desire you. They desire you. And that's not a problem, right? It's not a problem to desire you. However, let's be honest. If you catch Scorpio on a bad day, you can possibly, Scorpios, and you put it in the comment section, tell me if it's true or not. You can sometimes be on the darker side of the Scorpion behavior, where you guys know your power, You know your power. You know your strength. And you can even cause a situation where a third-party situation, cheating, lying, stealing, backstabbing. Three of Swords, heartbreak, divorce, loss, desperation, surgery even. Surgery. Negative desires. That actually, in a way, you created this situation to break away from something. Now, I'm not saying it's you. I'm not saying it's you. Okay? Don't click off so fast. Be like, he said it was me. No. Okay? This could be someone else that is possibly doing it to you. You know what I'm saying? It could be someone else who is possibly putting you in this third-party situation, which I don't know why they're bringing it to your home. I don't know why they're bringing it to your home. It looks like you have enough going on in your life. Financial worries, emotional, you're destabilized a bit emotionally. And there's fulfillment, though. There is fulfillment in this relationship, which is weird because it's saying if it is that relationship, there is a third-party situation involved here. Or maybe there's like a divorce that happened and you meet somebody who is very open. You're like, wait, I just got divorced. I just got divorced and I didn't expect to meet you that fast. Let's get into this reading. Wow. We haven't even gotten to the reading yet. You know, the cards are out. We haven't even gotten to the reading yet. So I want to go ahead and say that with this with this Six of Cups situation, there is growth, instability, and truth in this situation, okay? There is. You may feel like right now, let's go ahead with the Five of Cups coming in your first placement, which is home influence. You may feel like your house is a bit not the same. And I understand if you just went through a divorce, things have to be moved out, especially if you kept the house. I understand if you broke up with your ex and they had to move out to another house, your home influence has now triggered some new energetic shifts that have to happen. But I do always like to say, with the Five of Cups energy here, that we often forget that the cups that are spilt, see here by my fingers here, the cups that are spilt are, okay, yeah, that's an old story. But if you take a look here, there's two cups here that are filled. And right behind those Two of Cups, you see that bridge there that leads over to the city? There is hope in this situation. And if you follow this video, I need to write that down. The name of this is called Hope in This Situation. It seems a bit dark and heavy. But Scorpio, let's be honest. If there's any sign who can handle dark and heavy, it is you. You. You can handle it. And for me, part of me, I feel like you almost knew it was coming. Give me 3 cards on that Five of Cups. Part of me feels like you knew it was coming. It should be that way. Part of me feels like you knew it was coming. Yeah, look at that. 5 of Cups on 5 of Cups. Look. Hold on. Yeah. 10 of Pentacles. 2. Yeah. This is. Oof. Man, you're about to make me walk away. 9 of Swords. Scorpio, can I talk serious with you really quickly? I had an aunt, my auntie, whenever she needed us to shut up, she'd be like, can I talk to you really? Can I talk to you really seriously, really quickly? Can I do that? If this lover came in and shook your world to which you separated from someone, it is something, and it's really messed up to say this, but maybe your relationship wasn't really all it was for some other energy to come in and knock your Three of Cups over, not once, but twice. Here's your Five of Cups. Here's your Five of Cups again. Sorry, here we go. It's over here. Here's your Five of Cups again. Here's your we're clarifying this, okay? Just so those of you guys who are like, where is he going? We're clarifying your Five of Cups, and you got Five of Cups here, okay? Clarifying the Five of Cups. Whenever I see a double, it's just telling me, A, T, double down. Don't be afraid to be honest about this situation. So there's your Five of Cups, okay? Then you got that Ten of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, saying that this new person who came in, this new relationship, this new connection with yourself, whatever it is, I don't know your situation, so I'm trying to cover all the grounds. But this new situation really shook you up enough that you're able to shake off those Three of Cups. In actuality, it's very cool what happened here. Were you not happy in this situation? Did you feel stuck? Huh? The curtains are like flying everywhere when I said that. Did you feel stuck? Because your present moment, it looked like you felt stuck. Okay, it looked like you felt stuck. Or you're feeling stuck. Or in the past, because there's some beautifulness coming up at the end here. In the past, Five of Pentacles energy, ill health, poverty, worry, isolation, financial loss. Closing down, closing down. You know what I'm saying? Your concern here is like everyone who separates from someone from a long time. And if you were the person who triggered it because you met someone new, Three of Swords at the top, okay? Met someone new. But this new person came through. Ooh, transformation. This new person came through that may be more suited for your energy. Look, I'm not there. Ooh, yeah, new person. New person came through that's more suited for your energy. That gives you probably the emotional stability you're looking. Yeah, there you go. Wow, you can't make this stuff up. You just can't. So I'm clarifying that Five of Pentacles here. It's going to get a little wild here. I'm starting to do these really wild readings where the cards are everywhere. I got inspired by, I can't remember who does that. I can't remember, but one of the readers that I'm really inspired by, she just, poof, they're everywhere, you know? It was a transformation. If you're looking for clarity about the situation, and if you're looking for hope in this situation that you didn't make the wrong mistake, you didn't. It was a transformation. That person, you know, the Page of Pentacles, he's a cool guy. He's a cool guy. He's emotionally fulfilled too, with this Ace of Cups. This situation transformed into something very, very healthy. Now look at this Ace of Cups, huh? I'm going to tell you this story. If there was something about declining a marriage proposal, not feeling like it's the right person, right time, Not feeling right, it's the right time to have a baby. Not really feeling right, it's the right time to have a relationship. And then this person shows up. Sorry, my computer just did something weird. And then this person shows up in your life and triggers a transformation. Scorpio. Triggers the transformation that you've been blocking. Here's your transformation. It's you. It's you, the death card. Here's your transformation, my dear. My bro, my sister, my brother, my friend. Here's your transformation. This is what has been waiting for you. Okay? Now, it's moving you out of the present moment, away from some weird kind of depression that doesn't have to happen. It has to, you have to process your emotions. I respect that. But also, I think you have to understand that there is a level of clarity. There is a level of new relationships. Proposal of marriage, huh? Someone who is really open to your experience, to open to you. And this is in the placement for friendship and relationship. Did it bring you deeper into understanding why this all happened? Give me one more. There we go. One more, please. Just one more. Yeah, it brought all the burdens. It released all the burdens. Tell me. It released all the burdens. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how else you could see this as, but it just released. It released on all levels the burdens. Okay? 10 of Wands, 9 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands. And released it in a way in which you did feel, like, okay, maybe this third-party situation, okay, I'm not saying somebody was cheating on you. I don't ever want that to happen to anyone. I always hope that people can communicate in their relationships. But if that happened, know that that was a universal way of saying that person isn't worth you. And that's what I see here on this end. Is whatever happened over here, whatever energy came in to move you out of your old energy, that previous person was not worth you. All those years, all that time you spent with that person, they never were able to give you, we'll get to this message that you needed to know. But they were able to give you the ultimate desire of you wanting to get out of it. I'm going to read this 3 of Swords as a third-party situation. I don't know who did it, okay? If you want to put it in the comment section, I'll be interested to know if you did it. But if they didn't do it, if you didn't do it and they did it, it's cool too, okay? Because what had to happen was, you guys both needed something to break. To break it. You just didn't know how to. You didn't know how to break it. Both people didn't know how to break it. And you probably bought in some third-party energy to break it. Or the universe brought in somebody perfect for you to break it. Because it's time for you. That's what all of this is about at the end here. It's you recognizing it's time for you. But let's see. I'm really interested to know, what's this 3 of Swords about? Yeah. Thank you. That came out a little. You got 2 queens already that came out. Let me get one more. Yeah. Oh, the sun at the bottom. Yeah, this is like a standard path. You're going to laugh at this. For those of you guys who do read cards and are watching the channel, you're probably going to laugh at this. Look, that clarifies the 3 of Swords. For me, I always say, like, look, when I see these 2 ladies, the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups, and then in the middle here, what you'll see is the 9 of Cups. I always say sometimes it's like, it could be like, here's an example. A couple gets married, but their mother-in-laws hate each other. Right? A couple gets married, but their mother-in-laws hate each other. You know, this is what I see. It's like ding dong, not, you know, like these two powerful feminine energies just don't want to be in the same room as each other. Now, I can read that as the Three of Swords, because we're clarifying this Three of Swords energy is that y'all got to a point where you didn't want to be in the same room as each other. Right? Or you guys are getting to a point where you don't want to be in the same room as each other. And my advice to that would be, look, a healthy relationship is one in which two people can cohabitate either in a singular space, a house, or in their own spaces. Now, if that was an option that you guys separate and get into your own spaces, that's where that Nine of Cups energy is coming in. Nine of Cups energy is really about luxury, self-sufficiency, financial gain, and solo pleasure. But I think even that step, for those of you guys who you and your partner made that step or are moving to it, the beautiful thing is that if that works, based on that Nine of Cups energy, if that works, you still have to deal with the sun. Here, it's at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to bring it. You still have to deal with the sun. What makes you happy? What brings you material wealth? What brings you joy? Scorpio. This is the main focus of all of that happening. Very interested to know. I'm happy that you are okay. Like, through all of this, I see you actually being okay. And I'm very happy that you're okay, because Scorpios have to filter through so many emotions. True, raw emotions. And it looks like the way that you manage that and all of this is magical, Scorpio. Pat yourself on the back for being able to handle all of that. All of it. Somebody coming in new, rocking your world, the breakup, the conversations, the sleepless nights, the burdens being lifted by you being passionately in love with someone else or another part of yourself. And separating yourself from an energy in which you know it's not conducive to a happy beginning. Hey, I could be wrong. That's what the cards are reading. That's what the story's about. And the most important part is that this sun in the placement of unexpected help or hindrance. Here, this is the placement. Really talks about focusing on your material wealth, your joy, your happiness, what brings you joy. And brutally, you feel me, Scorpio? Brutally facing your happiness. Now, we know that that's not easy for Scorpios. You guys are a bit emo. I used to be an emo kid. I'm still emo in my soul. But, you know, there's a space. In order to be in the darkness, you got to have a little bit of light. You know what I'm saying? In order to be in the darkness, you got to have a little bit of light. Look at that. So it's like work, you know? There we go, 10 of Cups. It's like, nah, the light right now is my job. The light right now is my project, my artistic, whatever you're working on, don't feel bad, okay? That's what's bringing you the sun right now, okay? What's bringing you the sun is the fact that when you go to work, you don't have to worry about the fact that your house is half empty now. And you have to furnish some new things. I understand. What's bringing you the sun is going to work and working on your projects and working hard and staying focused on moving that forward. And I understand that. And if nobody understands it, it's none of their business. It is probably the best thing for you to do is to work on your creative stuff that you've been working on, your business stuff, you know, because that 10 of Cups, and your emotional rebalancing. But I do have to say, whoever that new person is, because they're still popping up here, the new person. They're fun. They cause a little bit of trouble coming into this situation. I mean, I got to be honest. It's kind of like someone who fell in love with someone who's married, you know? I don't mean to be mean, but that's what it looks like. Like someone fell in love with someone who's already taken, and that just caused a rumble, and this person's still there. They're part of the sun energy. But make sure that your emotional fulfillment is at least focused around financial stability, okay? Focusing on work, things like that. Why, Scorpio? Why? You're like, well, wow. I mean, I've already had to deal with this, and then I'm in love with this. Or I've already had to deal with this, and I found a deeper love for myself. And okay? Why? Because coming in the placement of the immediate, what is immediately happening. It's different than the future. Immediately happening. You got some things you still got to let go of. And it's okay. It's okay. You got some things you still got to let go of. And if you get one thing from this bloody channel, watching this, if you got this far, it's 32 minutes. If you got this far, just know that your anxiety, your sleepless nights, man, come on, Yaya, give us a message for your sleepless nights. Yeah, they're over. Give me one more. Yeah, clarity is coming through. Give me one more. Thank you. Yeah, it's the Queen of Swords. Clarity is coming through. Let me do this correctly. Clarity is coming through. And not through emotion, and not through anything physical, and not through anything creative. It is through speech. It is through a message. This person could very well, that you left, say, I'm so happy that we did that. We were both not happy. You're going to be shocked. Or you may say it to that person, and it's going to give them clarity. Somebody had to make that decision to move away from those restless nights, those sleepless nights. That sounds horrible. Right? We've all been in weird relationships. Everyone. The ones who are lucky have never experienced that. But for the most part, most people experience communication failures in relationship, love failures in relationship, all of the failures you can think of, okay? Most people. And that is where I think it came from. It came from a sense of like, we ain't working no more. And then this third party comes into play and says, y'all ain't working no more and I want this. Now, you're working. And your luck, your luck card is the Eight of Pentacles, meaning, look, some of you guys are artists, so you know in these deep, dark points of your life, you create the most magical things. Okay? Look at that. Wheel of Fortune, luck double. Your work is something I think you should really focus on now, okay? Even though this new person's around, they'll do their thing, but you should really focus on your work, okay? Sorry. Just want to get one more. They're going crazy over here. Okay, here we go. You should really look at that. Sorry, I moved too quickly. Hold on. Let me back up. Let me back up. All right, yeah. I'm glad I backed up out of that one. Yeah. That was not a good idea to say. All right, here we go. Look, your luck, your work, you're working. You're working. Where is this? This should be upright. I want you to know that this lover situation, this person that came in, I don't know if you guys met at work. Maybe you met at work. You know, this lover situation is bringing you into a new space in your life. And yes, you are a bit nervous about it because it kind of just tragically ended everything. But you weren't happy there. You weren't. I don't think so. Tell me if you were and put it in the comment section, but I don't think so. But it's bringing you a new world. And you're a bit, you know, you're not sure where you're going with that 8 of Cups. But you're going somewhere. Beautiful thing is the moon's there. So unseen. Things are unseen. Use your intuition through this process, but focus on work. Focus on the work, okay? Focus on your work. If there's one thing I can share with you. Now, at the center of this, that 8 of Wands tells me that there's so much communication still moving on around this whole situation. There's still communication that's happening around this whole situation. And fast moving, coming in and out, fast moving. And part of me wants to tell you to just focus on your 2 of Cups. Yeah. The World. Come on. And the 2 of Cups. Man. And the Tower. Can't make this up. You just can't make it up. It's reminding you, every time you talk to this person, it's reminding you that you were pushed to begin a new cycle. And every time you're interacting with that old energy that comes in, okay? Be reminded that it pushed you closer to a balanced connection and a new cycle. Can't make it up. I mean, dang. That's all I got. Like, I'm like, dang. Like, what you're experiencing is something very emotional. But it is equally yoked. It is balanced, okay? It is balanced and it is fair. And I wish the best for you. And I hope next month we have a whole new thing going on here. But for me, I think that you are being transitioned and transformed into a better you. That's what I got for you, Scorpio. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you next month. Take care and bye-bye.